One of the first compositions that I tried out to any significant extent in Regulation G was Calm Mind Terapagos. I tried for quite a while to make a Calm Mind Terapagos team work. I tried a bunch of different Pokemon on those teams, and I never really found anything that I thought was that great, although I went back to it occasionally before NAIC. The first version I tried paired Calm Mind Terapagos with Decorate Smeargle, and that I actually found relatively effective. I don't really know why I never went back to that, but because Calm Mind, though strong, can be slow to set up, but if you get a Calm Mind and a Decorate, then Terapagos just shreds teams, at least where I was on the ladder at the time. And I also, because of Calm Mind being kind of slow, I thought about instead trying Choice Specs Terapagos. I came up with that idea, and then I found out that other people were already using it, and then I just kind of moved on and tried other teams. But here we're going to combine the two ideas. We're going to run Decorate Smeargle with Choice Specs Terapagos, and we're just going to see if that can run away with some games. And so that's what I'm doing here. I've just brought offense. I have Chi-Yu to also make Terapagos hit harder, and then I have Flutter Mane, Tornadus, and Rapid Striker Shifu. Pretty straightforward team, nothing out of the ordinary here. We're just trying to hit hard quickly. But the pairing of Decorate Smeargle and Choice Specs Terapagos is especially what I want to win games with if I can. Quick overview of the Terapagos set. People early on in the existence of Specs Terapagos would run just Terra Starstorm and Sleep Talk, so that if it's put to sleep, it can still use Terra Starstorm. Once Terapagos is terrestrialized, it doesn't necessarily need any other attack, although you do have to watch out for Wide Guard. So I think that's funny. I always think it's funny to only run 2 moves. I'm going to give it a go. I know it's not optimal, but I'm entertained by the idea. And at least I have Feint on Smeargle to break a Wide Guard in the right circumstances. But it may be that if I see a Wide Guard, I have to rely on my other Pokemon. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're just going to get some Regulation G Best of 1 ladder games and try to Starstorm our way through the ladder. That's pretty much it. That's the premise of the video. Okay. Alright. Kyogre, Blood Moon Ursaluna, Comfey, Amoonguss, some kind of Urshifu and Pachirisu. This makes me think that they really want to set up Calm Mind Kyogre with the Comfey to keep it healthy. I guess Comfey kind of makes sense anyway because you want strong water spouts, but I think it's going to be Calm Mind Kyogre. And then the Pachirisu, of course, can protect it from electric types. That's actually not great into all of this special offense that I've brought. I mean, not great for me. It's probably pretty good for my opponent, is what I'm saying. And I don't have I don't have S'more on Smeargle. I don't have Spore on Smeargle. Although, it's probably Terra Grass Kyogre anyway. I mean, I think I want to just not let it set up, right? If I can manage that. So, let's just go Terapagos Smeargle right off the bat. I kind of want to bring my Urshifu, but it's very vulnerable to Amoonguss and Comfey. Might still be good into the Ursaluna, but I'm just going to bring Chi-Yu and Flutter Mane. We're going to see how that goes. I don't feel like I need Tailwind this game. And yeah, Urshifu is maybe a little iffy. Okay, this is actually potentially a problem for my Focus Sash Smeargle. It is Terra Grass, but when you run Terapagos, you almost always want to Terrestrialize Terapagos. You don't have to. Oh yeah, Sula won a game in the NAIC final, Terrestrializing a different Pokemon, but almost always that's what you want to do. So we'll fake out the Urshifu for sure, but I'm not entirely sure that I know what the vision is beyond that. Actually, let's just fake out a Terra Starstorm the Urshifu. That seems like a pretty good vision. We won't Terrestrialize yet, mostly to be able to use Terra Shell. But it does also preserve my Terra for a different Pokemon if I want to do that for some reason. Oh, okay. That's not great for me. Smeargle takes a Blood Moon right off the bat, and I don't think we get a Decorate off this game. But my Terra Shell is still intact, so I feel fine to Terra Starstorm or Shifu again. And I'll Feint it as well in case it has a Focus Sash. I think it's more likely that Pachirisu has the Focus Sash, but whatever. Oh, maybe I could have gotten a Decorate off here, actually. That was a little silly of me. The Terra Starstorm does a lot. Excuse me, Smeargle goes down with no Decorate. Unfortunately, this Terrapagos doesn't have any recovery. I can go Flutter Mane here. I'm just trying to think, if I go Chi-Yu and I click Heat Wave, Urshifu can come in safely, and presumably Kyogre can as well. That's, I'm assuming, what their last Pokemon is. So I get more pressure out of Flutter Mane, and I think I'm good with that. And I will Terrestrialize Terrapagos here, get the spread Terra Starstorm, and I forgot that I didn't have Dazzling Gleam on this Flutter Mane. Maybe I should drop Protect for Dazzling Gleam. But as it is now, I guess I'll just Moonblast the Ursaluna. It's a bigger threat than the Comfey. This is pure hyper offense. I don't need to be protecting that much. Actually, that's probably not at all a correct statement about hyper offense, but you get the idea. We're kind of living by the sword, dying by the sword here, so it may be that I do want Dazzling Gleam on the Flutter Mane. We knock out the Ursaluna here, but not the Comfey. And I just guess who just remembered that Comfey gets Trick Room? This guy. They might want to set that up now that I have my Flutter Mane in. But this Kyogre is just too dangerous. Well, okay, here's the thing. They can protect Kyogre and set Trick Room. If Comfey takes this. Okay, I think I do Moonblast the Comfey here. And then if they are going for a Trick Room, I can prevent that. If the Kyogre attacks, then that's potentially a game-losing play for me, but it kind of feels like there's always some way to lose this one. I just have to make the best call that I can. I think I will put Dazzling Gleam on the Flutter Mane. I don't think Dazzling Gleam is necessary on Flutter Mane. I think it's okay not to have it. I've run some okay Flutter Mane sets without Dazzling Gleam before, but you just go right for Origin Pulse. But both of my Pokemon survive, so that's very good for me. They don't take another one, but I can miss. I can knock out the Urshifu with Moonblast, except that I think I can't, because I think it will Aqua Jet my Flutter Mane, but I don't have another play at this point. And actually, the problem with Terrestrializing Terrapagos when I did is that I didn't get a chance to get rid of their Rain. They preserved the Kyogre until after I'd used my Terra. But it's not a bulky Flutter Mane. I don't know that it matters into this likely Aqua Jet. Oh, no Aqua Jet. Okay. Well, that changes everything. And they go for Calm Mind, but that is way too slow at this point. They needed, I think, to Origin Pulse again and try to take a Chi-Yu Dark Pulse. But nope, that turned out well in the end. And I am, yeah, maybe I'll regret it later. Maybe I'll even change my mind again before the video is over. But let's go ahead and put Dazzling Gleam on this Flutter Mane. But I do want to keep Icy Wind because speed control is important for this team. I don't know, we can call it a work in progress at least until the video's over. Okay, we got a Zamazenta team here. So this is a little slower than the last team. We may get an opportunity to decorate Terrapagos. On the other hand, Zamazenta is a huge threat to Terrapagos. But not if my opponent forfeits immediately. I guess we take those. That was weird. But I'm not complaining. Maybe they had to go. Okay. Shadow Rider Calyrex, Raging Bolt. Probably Rapid Strike Urshifu. Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon. This looks like some Wolf Glick stuff. I don't know that this is a Wolf Glick team, but it looks like something he would make, is what I'm saying. Well, Terrapagos is good in Shadow Rider. That's something. Shall we just do Terrapagos Smeargle again? I would like that lead to work, so let's try to manifest. I kind of want to just bring Chi-Yu and Flutter Mane again. Do I need Tornadus? I don't have a lot of speed control if I don't bring Tornadus. Also, Bleakwind Storm is strong into half their team. Let's try Flutter... but who's taking an Astral Barrage? Well, okay, my two normal types are taking Astral Barrage. I'll bring Flutter Mane and Tornadus. My two normal types are who's taking an Astral Barrage. Okay. This is actually tricky because they can Thunderclap to break my Terra Shell and then close combat Terrapagos. However, they can't do that if I fake out the Urshifu. Maybe they won't protect turn 1 this time. Ah, they don't. And it's gone. And there goes the biggest threat to Terrapagos. That's still, oh, that Thunderbolt did a lot of damage through the Terra Shell. Maybe I've misunderstood who the biggest threat is. They get their Ogerpon in here. I think I can just Terra Starstorm. I think. And I'm going to try to get a Decorate here. That might be a little greedy, but we'll see. The alternative is to follow me. And then Terrapagos gets an attack off pretty cleanly, but I don't get to use Decorate. And that's kind of sad and joyless, right? Kind of a grim existence if we don't get to decorate our turtle. Oh. Yeah, okay, I didn't think about that. Well, at least somebody's getting decorated this game. I think I'm going to double switch here, and the reason is I don't want to protect on either of these Pokemon. I don't want them to get faked out. If I sack Fluttermane and Tornadus, you know, if it comes to that, if I do have to sack them, I can get these two back in, follow me, or even fake out the Ogerpon, and Terra Starstorm. But I can't make that play right now because of the fake out pressure. So we're going to double switch. There's fake out. Ivy Cudgel into Fluttermane. This is actually not as good a play if I don't get my guys on the field together, but actually this still works because I can set Tailwind and Terra Starstorm before the Ogerpon can attack. There's not really anything it can do about that, I'm pretty sure, and my opponent seems to agree. Ooh, quick games with this team. That's kind of fun, I like that. And this feels like a silly team because I made it in a few minutes after thinking it up at a bar earlier this evening, but I mean, there's some legitimate pieces here. So on some level, this kind of feels like the good things that can happen if I get away from running silly teams so much. Okay, Ice Rider, Indeedee, and balanced stuff. Did I say Ice Rider? Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider and Indeedee. So they could redirect to Decorate again. Also, I can't fake out or feint in Psychic Terrain, so Speargle is really bad this game. Except as an Astral Barrage immunity. Let's try Terrapagos Chi-Yu lead. If they do lead Ghost Horse stuff, which I'm not confident that they will, but if they do, then I can kind of just blow that up right away. Another option actually is Terrapagos Tornadus, but I think I'm just going to do that lead with Tornadus and Fluttermane in the back. Actually, we do have a problem here, which is that I can't fake out this Urshifu, and it's a massive threat into both of my Pokemon. Maybe I should put Terra Blast on Chi-Yu. It's Terra Grass, but again, chances are I basically never want to Terrastallize it. Actually, we have a problem here. I've just fully led wrong here. I think I have to switch Terrapagos out to Tornadus, as awkward as that is. And I think it's more likely they Terrapagate target. I think more likely they target Terrapagos and they don't target Chi-Yu, so Chi-Yu can probably get an attack off. Unfortunately, its attacks are not very good here, but I'm just going to go right for an Overheat into this Urshifu, do what damage I can to it. There we go, I got the sentence right in the end. Oh, Dark Pulse actually would have worked, because it... Well, okay, I was wrong. They targeted Chi-Yu. I thought they were going to fake out close combat into Terrapagos, which is why I made that play. But yeah, Chi-Yu doesn't get the attack off anyway, but here I can Tailwind. I'm just going to go ahead and Terrastallize. I can get the super effective Terra Starstorm into the Urshifu and get damage on the Incineroar. Or, you know, whatever, if they switch. Like that. But yeah, the Tailwind means I'll go ahead and get my attack off. Unfortunately, this is not Covert Cloak Terrapagos, so they can get it with Parting Shot. I think they will. No, they go for Knockoff. Alright. I could taunt the Incineroar because the terrain is gone, except I can't because it's Dark type. So instead I'll Bleak Windstorm, Terra Starstorm. I don't really see a better play here. It'd be a good time to be able to switch Chi-Yu in, but that Pokemon seems to not be available for some reason. That said, Helping Hand and the Incineroar means they're still not going for Parting Shot, and in any case, Incineroar goes down. Thanks to the Bleak Wind connecting. Love to see that. Let's just Bleak Wind and Starstorm again. Why not? We got 2 turns of Tailwind, including this one. Missed the Calyrex, that's not great, but the Indeedee goes down. That means I get single target Starstorm. Still doesn't do that much. They get Expanding Force with no terrain. That doesn't do that much either. And guess what? Let's. I think it's time to Bleak Wind and Starstorm. And I still have Flutter Mane in the back. Bleak Wind misses both targets. And I lose Terapagos. That's bad. Ooh, don't like that at all. Okay, but... Oh, Tornadus... Okay, Tornadus taking the... I think I still lose to the Urshifu. But if there's a way to clutch this, it starts with Tornadus taking the Astral Barrage as I Tailwind and Shadow Ball into the Calyrex, and it protects. Okay, so now I lose to the Urshifu. I missed Bleak Wind twice into the Calyrex, didn't I? So if both of those connect, it's KO'd or nearly KO'd after that. Did not have very good Bleak Wind luck this game, but obviously that happens. I did miss the Calyrex 2 turns in a row, and I also missed the Urshifu 2 consecutive times that I clicked Bleak Wind. But, like I said, that's what you get with a move like that sometimes. You keep going. Got another Kyogre here. This one's not as obviously Calm Mind, but it feels like everybody's using Calm Mind Kyogre on this ladder these days. They got a bunch of support pieces around it. Actually, with the Screen's Grimmsnarl and no speed control, this one's definitely going to be Calm Mind Kyogre. I think I'm down to try Terapagos Smeargle again. Maybe I'll get that Decorate onto my turtle eventually. Fluttermane's okay here. It's not great with all the priority that they have. I haven't brought Urshifu to a game yet, have I? Maybe I would have brought it to that Zamazenta game, though. I don't know. I don't really feel like this is the time to start. I kind of like Tornadus into the flying types. And for the certainty of outspeeding Kyogre. And for a possible taunt, even, into Calm Mind Kyogre. Chi-Yu's okay, but it's not that good in rain. Fluttermane Tornadus just intuitively doesn't feel strong enough. I can't really explain why with reasoning, but something just doesn't feel right about it. However, I think it is what I'm going to do. And I mean, Chi-Yu's strong mainly into the grass types, and Tornadus is strong into those. I actually think it's probably okay. I don't know what it was that I didn't like about it, but here, I think I'm going to try to get rid of this Amoonguss right away. I don't like it being here. So, well, I don't think it's going to one-shot, though. Well, maybe if I Decorate. I think I don't fake anything out here. I think I just Decorate and Starstorm into Amoonguss. Kyogre goes for Calm Mind. Amoonguss is gone with a crit. Did it matter? I don't know. I don't know my calcs. Who's coming in? Not really who I wanted to see. I think I can just go ahead and Terrasilize here. I think getting rid of the rain is worth it, and also Fake Out into Terapagos will break the Terra Shell before Kyogre attacks anyway, so I'm going to do it. I get also the super effective Terra Starstorm into Kyogre, and I don't really see a better play for Smeargle than to just try another Decorate, though I don't know if they'll let me do it. But it'd be very cool if they do. Oh, there it is. They didn't fake anything out, but even so, Incineroar did target Terapagos before Kyogre did, so Yeah, the Terra Shell wouldn't really have helped me there. It's Sash Incineroar. We knock it down to its Sash. We can actually KO it with Feint next turn unless they fake Smeargle out, which they might do. But if they fake Smeargle out, then they don't have a lot. If they fake Smeargle out, then what do they do about Terrapagos? I think they just take a +3, +4 Terra Starstorm, so I don't think they can do that. I think they fake Terrapagos out, which means that I should be able to KO Incineroar with Feint. Yeah, there it is. Actually, they didn't fake anything out, did they? They knock out Terrapagos. That's fine, because I have Tornadus in the back. I was going to try to click Decorate into Tornadus, but I don't get to because they forfeit. I'll go get another one. I have now gotten to use the combo of Decorate and Specs Terrapagos. Turns out it's pretty strong. If I had gotten to the normal end of the video without pulling that off, I probably would have kept going until I pulled it off, but now I don't have to worry about that. Incineroar, Chien-Pao, Amoonguss, Zamazenta, Kinglu, and an Urshifu. If it's single strike, they have 4 dark types. I don't think that's especially likely, but honestly, I don't have a great read on what form it is on this team. I don't know what to do, and that kind of makes me want to just Decorate Terrapagos. They probably have Wide Guard, though, and they definitely have Body Press. What if I lead Tornadus Terrapagos and bring Smeargle in the back? And Fluttermane or Chi-Yu? I'm going to say Fluttermane to outspeed a possible Rapid Strike or Shifu. Okay, they lead this. The nice thing about leading Tornadus here is that I can get Tailwind thanks to the Covert Cloak, even if they try to fake it out. The bad thing about leading Tornadus here is that I don't think Terrapagos is going to take advantage of that Tailwind this turn, because again, I'm afraid of just a fake out Body Press into it, and I think I'm going to deal with that by switching to Fluttermane. I don't see much reason for them to click Heavy Slam, so hope I don't take one of those, but I don't think I will. Still get the Tailwind though. Okay. So far so good. Yeah, that turn went exactly as I was hoping. Hopefully I can capitalize. Throw a Moonblast into this Zamazenta. And a Bleak Wind Storm. Thought about taunting the Zamazenta to prevent that, but if it's using Wide Guard, you know, it's not really... If it's using Wide Guard, it's not doing anything that threatens me. Okay, Flare Blitz and Incineroar. Don't see a ton of those anymore. And I don't have Chi-Yu. But they don't have Fake Out Pressure. We'll taunt into Zamazenta. Go before or after a Wide Guard. I'm going to say, I don't care. I'm just going to Terra Starstorm Incineroar this turn, try to take advantage of Terra Shell. Taunt the Zamazenta. Okay, it protects. And unfortunately that works. It can fail after using Wide Guard, but in this case it doesn't. And Parting Shot into Terrapagos. That's rough for me. If I can Decorate Terrapagos, then we're kind of gaming here, but I don't see any way to get Smeargle in safely. Especially with this being the last turn of Tailwind. I don't know. I feel like I'm stagnating this at this point in the game. I just can't see a play. They also can do that to break Terra Shell. That's smart. I'm gonna go for the Stellar Terra Starstorm and hope they don't Wide Guard. Maybe the oh nope, not taunt. No, I want my Tailwind back more than I want to taunt the Zamazenta. Okay, it protects. That's fine. It was Wide Guard that I didn't want to see. We have Body Press on the Tinglu as well. And yeah, there's just no way at this point to keep Terapagos alive while I get Smeargle in. And if I get Smeargle in and it just goes down to 2 body presses, that doesn't help me either. So I don't see a way. I think I got counter-teamed here. Flare Blitz and Cineroar, body press, Ting Lu. This person counter-teamed me. Can't believe I got sniped on the ladder like that. No, of course. You just run into weird stuff sometimes on the ladder. It's how it is, and it's fine by me. But yeah, I'm just gonna forfeit. Smeargle has no attacks, so they can just block Bleak Windstorm all day and win. And plan to lose one more. You know how this works. A Roaring Moon. I feel like I haven't seen one of those in a while. The rest of the team is annoying Trick Room stuff. Of course, with a team like this, the way I play into Trick Room, especially if they have Psychic Terrain, is probably just try to overwhelm it. So I'll leave Terapagos Chi-Yu here. I don't hate bringing Urshifu into this. If they get Trick Room up, it's very bad. But if I deny Trick Room, then it's not very bad. And also, everything on my team is very bad if they get Trick Room up, so it's kind of a moot point. So let's finally bring Urshifu to a game. And, I don't know, I could bring Tornadus for Rain Dance. I could bring Flutter Mane for offense. I could bring Smeargle, try to decorate stuff, because that's fun. I don't feel very strongly about my last Pokemon here. Flutter Mane. Live by the offense, die by the offense. They lead Indeedee and Roaring Moon. What are those going to do together? Is it Psychic Seed? No, it's going to be Booster Energy Roaring Moon. That's a silly question. Boosting Speed. Don't like this, but I'm just going to... Yeah, you know what? I don't want to let them redirect my Starstorm. I'll just Terrestrialize right away. And also click Heat Wave. The Roaring Moon resists unless it Terrestrializes here, which it might. It doesn't. But anyway, Heat Wave will still do damage. Just go right for knockoff, get rid of my specs. Not ideal, but looks like we get rid of the Indeedee here and deny them their terrain. And if they went for Trick Room there, then so far we prevented it. The Lunala here. This could have Wide Guard. So I'm going to try Dark Pulse it. I guess it also could have Terra Fairy. Maybe I should have gone for Overheat, but they don't Terrestrialize or use Wide Guard. So the Dark Pulse does its thing, and the single target Terra Starstorm does its thing into Roaring Moon, and they're down to just Ursaluna in Tailwind, which is pretty dangerous, admittedly. Terra Starstorm, and I'm going to try an Overheat. I don't think I can let myself be afraid of this bear, and actually Chi-Yu still outspeeds and one-shots it with Overheat, so no need to stall anything out there. Nice clean one. Wow, a Hisui and Samurai. I don't even feel like I know what that does. Never see that Pokemon. And I got Oranguru and Iron Crown without Indeedee. That's an interesting team. Don't know how to deal with it, if I'm being honest. Oranguru scares me. It's a tough Pokemon to play against. And yet, I never really know how to use it myself. Okay, I don't really understand the Samurott set, but I know that Ceaseless Edge sets spikes, so perhaps they want that for some reason. Choice Scarf Oranguru. Symbiosis, I think, shares its item with a partner, right? So it'll give the scarf to Iron Crown. That much I understand. Gonna bring these 4. Yeah, they are going immediately for the scarf Iron Crown. That's wild. Tachyon Cutter, Ground Terra Blast. Volt Switch is weird, because it throws away its special attack boost if it uses Volt Switch. And otherwise it locks into something else. I don't know why they have Volt Switch on this set, but... I'm gonna try to just... decorate and Starstorm into the Iron Crown. Honestly, what do they do about this? Yeah, that doesn't do very much. The Hyper Voice Aura Guru actually did a fair bit of damage. Oh, and Iron Crown survives Starstorm. That's not ideal, but what I can do here is Terra, spread Starstorm. Follow me so that Iron Crown doesn't get Terrapagos with another Tachyon Cutter. Now I can't turn off their electric terrain when they get that, because I've already used my Terra. Oh, right, it does take another Tachyon Cutter. I didn't think about the Instruct, but at least we knock out both their Pokemon. That's something. And I'll bring Tornadus in here. If they didn't bring Whimsicott, then I can get speed advantage with Tailwind. They did bring Whimsicott. I'll still Tailwind, because Flutter Mane then should be faster than Miraidon with the booster energy if we're both in Tailwind. And Terrapagos can only Starstorm. But I think they just knock it out before it gets that attack off. Discharge is actually potentially good for me, because they damage their own Whimsicott. In fact, they paralyze it. And I can get Flutter Mane in now. The Miraidon does not have Protect. Just Moonblast into it. Did they Terra already? I don't think they did. So they can turn off their Moonblast weakness. And actually, I think I can lose to that. Well, let's see. Yeah. It's the Electric Terra. Oh, that doesn't even do half. That's really bad. The special attack drop is good, though. I think I need some fantastical rolls to win this, and I don't get them. I don't know if they were even possible. I got another Moonblast drop, but it doesn't matter at this point. The Hisui and Samurott team has gotten me. On further thought, I don't know that I like the Scarf Oranguru with Iron Crown that much, because it does very much limit their options. Like, they have Protect on the Iron Crown, but once it's Scarfed, it can't use that, really, because it just lock into it. And again, if it switches out or uses Volt Switch, it throws away its special attack boost. Actually, it's such an awkward fit that I feel like they have to have another mode with the Iron Crown. It can't just be the Scarf play. But then they have Tailwind Whimsicott on this very team, and I think the Iron Crown would just... Like, the Iron Crown would just be better in Tailwind than it would be with the Choice Scarf, right? There's... Yeah, I don't like the Scarf Symbiosis tech. There's just no benefit to it that I can see. Maybe they want their starting point was trying to do something cool with Symbiosis, and that's what they've landed on, but yeah, I don't see the vision for that. But the team probably has some other modes that are pretty strong, and even if it doesn't, I just lost to it, so what am I going to say? And the Oranguru, I guess it must give up its Scarf. Yeah, the Oranguru is okay, I guess, except it's running Trick Room next to the Scarf Iron Crown, so Oranguru is either locking itself into Trick Room, if it's without Iron Crown, or if it's with Iron Crown, it's making its partner faster, and then it's able to set Trick Room. There are situations where that can work, but, right, like dynamics, like Tail Room teams exist and are kind of dynamic with their speed control to keep the opponent off balance. You can do something similar here, but it's awkward for sure. I don't think I like that tech, but it's an interesting team, and like I said, it just beat me. Anyway, enough of that ramble. That was Decorate Terrapagos. It was a fun, hyper-offensive time. And I don't have anything more to say, just a fun little video. See you next time.